Hi, I'm Edison.
I'm DC.
How are you doing? And welcome to Femmes React. And we're here for episode 11 of KinnPorsche. First up, thank you everyone who tuned into our live stream. That was super cool, super nice just to have people chilling out, hanging out, chatting with us, asking us questions.
And yeah, just knowing that there are people out there that are supporting of this channel. So
thank you so much. We'll try and do another one soon and coming up with ideas. I think I want to do some BL themed Jackbox games, try and put in my own prompts and stuff, see how that might work, but super keen to do that. Let's get talking about KinnPorsche. Last week, we know I wasn't like super satisfied with the episode. And this time I'm glad a lot of people, like not a lot, but like some people agreed with me. Yeah, there was some like interesting comments.
Vindicated. I was vindicated.
One of our commenters, Hope to Dust, had like this really awesome theory where they thought Big was the traitor, but then they killed Big and then found out he wasn't the traitor because Tawan set him up. And I was like, that's really interesting. Like the premise that we sort of need to figure out, or the premise that Kinn has to make these harsh mafia decisions, you know, based on mafia law and not his feelings and relationships. But that never like kind of like coming to fruit. That sort of duality, he's always just kind of been like, oh, you're locked up, but I actually love you and I actually have a plan all along. Like, the stakes don't seem that high in terms of things that are gonna be tense for the main characters. I don't know. But I just thought the story could have been more gripping and more dark. Even the sort of emotional, I assumed, torture and manipulation of Kinn from Tawan, like that didn't feel heavy. So I don't know. And then the whole Perth twist, I mean, like there were some comments which were like, oh, it's because Perth was mean to Porsche that he ended up being the traitor. And then there was so many like reaches trying to be like, oh no, here were the signs that Perth was the traitor all along. And I'm like, can't we just call a spade a spade? Like it was just, there was no evidence. It was just bad. Like it was just kind of like, oh, how are we going to shock the novel readers? Because it was someone else in the novel. Oh, let's make it Perth. And I don't think it was well built up or foreshadowed. It was like this Tumblr post, it was just like, when characters speak English, it's like they slip out of character, which reveals their true nature or something, and that's why Perth was the mole. And I'm like, we're reaching here. Like, and other people were like, we're meant to be happy that Perth was the mole because they were mean to Porsche. And I'm like, that sort of validates why I hate Porsche, because it's always the main characters that get justification no matter what they do. And Porsche was an ass in the beginning. He was like, I'm not gonna follow the rules of respect, and I'm not gonna, you know, refer to Kinn in a respectful manner. And, you know, when I get called out for it, oh, look, they're the traitor, you know. And I feel like in the end, the narrative is still kind of being like, oh, Porsche really cannot do wrong. Perth is the traitor because he was the bully and the foil to Porsche. Like, does that make sense? Like, that's just annoying to me. You should be able to call out someone when they're being a brat and then not be punished by the story. So, but the other thing is we saw the start of Vegas's and Pete's relationship. People told me that Pete was a masochist, and then people told me that Pete became a masochist out of adaptation, and so he wasn't actually into all the stuff in the torture scene. The whole like Vegas torturing Pete at the start of the relationship, I kind of like get the sort of more, oh, this is a mafia BL. It's dark, it's twisted. Not all relationships are healthy. I get that criticism for Vegas and Pete more than Kinn and Porsche, just because Kinn and Porsche was following conventional romantic settings, and like, I'm not against exploring dark, twisted relationships as long as it presented like that. Like, we're like, oh, this is messed up, but still, here we go. So like, somehow if Vegas and Pete fall in love, I'm like, wow, that's interesting.
I am so tired when you point out problems in the story or in the writing that people say, oh, it's dark and twisted. No, it's bad written. It's not written well. It's not like, oh, it's dark, twisted, it's a Marvel BL. It's bad writing. That doesn't save you from bad writing, no matter what genre you're in. You're supposed to have good writing. So I'm at the point in episode 11 not to expect and not to think too much about it. I don't understand the importance of everything going bad? How is it going to hurt the family? There's no urgency to finding the mole or what the mole does and all this other kind of stuff. How does this make everything crumble in the end? I think Perth was the mole because the story said there was going to be a mole. That's why he was the mole, because the story is because they introduced the mole before and they needed a mole and he was a mole. I just watch. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's just like I'm just watching.
Yeah, I think in the novel, the mole had more emotional impact just because it was someone more important or someone more unexpected. But Perth just didn't do anything. When there's a traitor, you want to be like, oh, I can't believe you've done this. But I'm just like, okay, all right.
There was, I don't know if anyone's watching it, but Obi-Wan, there was a traitor in that. And it's like, oh, wow, this makes sense. But this also, like, they kind of led up to it. And then, okay, that's a major thing.
Yeah.
It's a show. Like, at this point, KinnPorsche is, I don't know what else to say.
You're no longer the good social worker. You're back to being bad social worker.
No, I'm not. No. I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying that
say it.
I cannot intellectually try and pull this apart because there's nothing there to pull apart. You see what I'm saying?
You're saying it's bad.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there's not a lot of meat on the bone.
I was definitely intrigued by all the plot points they set up until last episode, right? The traitor, Tawan's impact on Kinn and how that played psychologically, and who he was. And to find out he was just Vegas's puppet was kind of lackluster. I think just getting into more of the mafia juicy stuff, like I just thought there was gonna be more at stake or more tension. And and then I just noticed like Big wasn't wearing a bulletproof vest. Nobody's wearing a bulletproof vest except Tawan. Like, props to Tawan for wearing a bulletproof vest, but like, you're in the mafia, you can afford it. Big, you didn't have to die. Anyways, R.I.P. Perth, sorry that we can't see your face anymore. Let's get into this episode. The last thing to figure out is Porsche's mystery background. And as long as Kim doesn't get distracted by Porsche, he'll figure it out. I still don't know why people don't like Kinn though. Like, he hasn't really done anything in my eyes. Okay. Could this turn into love? I mean... Oh, okay, we're going here. No?
No legacy is so rich as honesty.
Right?
Oh, Daddy is here. Oh, I look at Vegas's face.
So Uncle knows?
Uncle knows this Porsche secret as well. Yeah, okay. Maybe.
Alright.
Oh, wow. Vegas looks 12 here. When he's in front of his dad.
That's good acting, though.
It's good acting, but it's also very like, of course, you're trying to win your father's approval. Or it's the only sympathetic angle they can provide Vegas, so we don't feel as bad for liking him when he falls into a romantic connection with Pete. And we're like, oh, you're twisted, but there's a reason. I don't know. Sometimes people can just be twisted. And that would make for a more... Do I want to feel sympathy for Vegas?
I don't feel sympathetic for him. I see him as multidimensional. But those two are not concurrent things. You can be multidimensional and still have no sympathy for you. You're just like, oh, okay, there's another side to this asshole.
But I just want someone to be legitly cool and menacing if they're going to be the villain. Like, Vegas's dad, which we do have. Just providing this dimension kind of makes him seem like a kid playing at Mafia instead of an actual adult, which I find, oh, you're still a child. And that's less fun to kind of be invested in someone who's got to deal with those.
I think also it's a very real thing where people, even when you're an adult, you're still searching for your parents' approval. Rulers and dictators and all this other kind of stuff. Like all of these strongmen, they're still looking for their parents' approval. And I think that's just his dimension. I mean, it's not icky, it's kind of human.
It's human, but it's kind of pathetic. Like, I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. Like, I'm just trying to figure out, is that so mean? I mean, it's just kind of like, I mean, I'm sure it's hard to get over that hold. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like an easy way to gain sympathy, but also like it reduces the maliciousness of his character just because he's like, oh, I've got my own problems. I get that it makes him human, but I don't know. I don't like it. I just want someone who, if you're a psychopath, be a psychopath.
Most people are psychopaths because of some shit that happened with their parents.
I think if you're a psychopath, you wouldn't care about what your parents think. Like you would kill your parents.
Trauma.
You would kill your parents if you were a psychopath. He's not fully psychopathic. We've got a sympathetic, traumatized guy who's trying to be mean for his daddy, and I'm just like, oh, it's not that cute. Oh my god, but I shouldn't hate on Vegas because then everyone's going to attack me because everyone loves Vegas. I think it's more fun if he's actually evil than just kind of being a little boy. Oh hey, Pete's missing. Kinn. Big's dead.
Big.
Pratt is a traitor. There's none of this.
Right. Nah, it's good.
Oh.
ลืมแม่งไปเลย
Ah!
ทำไมเรื่องสำคัญแบบนี้มันไม่โทร
I totally forgot about Pete,
เอานะ
the person I asked to go undercover.
Yeah, I don't know. Vegas should just be twisted. Not twisted because he wants dad's love. I mean, like...
ยายมึงคงรักมึงมากนะยายพอดีผมได้หยุดวันหยุดจากตระกูลหลักอะครับ
So his family even knows that he's in the mafia.
เที่ยวเสร็จเดี๋ยวผมกลับบ้านนะครับ
That's nice.
He's a good boy He's a good boy
So this is gonna turn into love. Okay, interesting.
เอานะคิดมากนะมึง กูอยากพักบ้างเลย
Kinn, trust your instincts.
Trust your gut, bro. Don't get dick blinded by Porsche.
But you know what? Kinn is another person. Everybody's looking for, like,
ถึงขนาดเรียกประชุมด่วนอะ
Parental, yeah.
yeah.
Let him resign. So what?
ผมรู้ แต่น้องมันขอร้องไม่ให้ทำงานที่นี่ เอ้า แล้วไงอะมึงไปเสือกอะไรกับเขาด้วย
Tonkin's gonna miss him though, yeah.
ลายเกินไปสำหรับมันน่ะ มึงจ้างมันมาเป็นบอดี้การ์ด มึงจะให้มันอยู่บ้านนั่งร้อยผมอะไรหรือไง ฮะ
He could be your bodyguard. Your bodyguard's doing too much.
อยู่ก็นึกเป็นห่วงฮะ
Kinn, just stand up for yourself.
รักมัน
Okay.
จบไหม แหมเรื่องแค่นี้เอง
Uh-oh, Dad's not going to have a good look on his face.
Nah, I reckon Dad's chill.
The last time he was in love, he betrayed his lover, betrayed the family.
Yeah, but...
And he had that whole thing about the like couple of hours, episodes ago about don't let love, blah, 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 blah.
รักครับ หัวใจนี้มีแค่เจ้านายแค่คนเดียวครับ จริงๆแล้วที่นี่ก็ไม่มีกฎห้ามเจ้านายรักกับลูกน้อง แต่ความรักเนี่ย
มันจะเป็นอุปสรรค
Yes, it will be. So let him go. Let him resign.
ฉันไม่ให้แกทำหน้าที่บริการดของเจ้าคินอีกต่อไป
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, let him go.
Nope. It's gonna be Tancoons
แต่ฉันจะให้แก
or my own bodyguard.
ย้ายมาอยู่ที่นี่ ในฐานะแฟนของเจ้าคิน
Oh, Porsche is gonna find out about
Kim. Oh,
Kim.
that's true. He's gonna see the photos, the family photos.
right.
Oh, this is pretty. This safe house. Wow. Ooh. Oh, the hedgehog.
Be hungry.
He brought the hedgehog along with him.
Oh wait, is this still his place? At the vacation spot? Oh.
Yeah.
I can't believe he brought the hedgehog with him. That's so nice.
In the sex dungeon.
แดกซะ
Oof, Vegas is less interesting to me, sorry. That now that he's just a kid. Seeking approval. All I see is a kid now. A kid with pent-up anger. He's releasing it on Farpedi. Aw, Hedgie. What's the hedgehog's name?
Sonic.
Sonic. Oh, come on.
จะมาแนะนำบริการคนใหม่ให้กับคุณคินครับที่ผมเลือกมาเองกับมือ นี่คือแชมป์อดีตนักมวยเก่าฉายาไอ้กระดูกเหล็กคนนี้คือคอมมานโดนี่คือแชมป์นักเพาะกาย
As if not have better candidates.
อดีตมือปืนร้อยศพแห่งบางน้ำเปรี้ยวฉายาไอ้โหด
Really? This is the gag?
นักเทควันโดหญิงเป็นแชมป์ด้วย
This is the gag? We've got Asian Ellen DeGeneres here? What?
ขอเลือกเองครับทะเลาะแค่5 คน
Why is Porsche picking the new bodyguards? Like, on what authority does he have the qualities to choose?
Because he doesn't want to quit.
คนดีๆดูมีแวว
Ken wants him to quit.
หึงอะไรนักหนาก็ไม่รู้
หึงอะไรวะ
Oh, he just picks the ugly ones.
แย่นะเว้ย
So
The
that...
bad ones.
Well, this is annoying. Porsche, just pick bodyguards for Kin so you don't have to be in danger. But he went out and picked people that Kin wouldn't be attracted to.
No, it's just that they're really, really bad at being a bodyguard. So he'll always have this job because he doesn't want to quit.
Doesn't he want to quit? Ugh, Porsche just like... I don't get it, Porsche.
Porsche doesn't want him. Porsche doesn't want to quit. Ken wants him to quit and be safe.
That black highlighter is not erasing. Okay, good. Kim, we're back on the game. Someone covering up 2 deaths. Oh my god, Pig! You still had 1 job and you had to die. Ugh.
Ken's dad killed him by accident. He said they were killed by 2 rich people, or by rich people. So
I mean, there's no other rich people in this show, are there? Oh, I mean, like, they have to be someone we know. It'd have no emotional impact if it wasn't.
I mean, they are good at doing reveals with no emotional impact.
Alright, Kim, put it together. What is it? What is it? Okay, don't tell us.
Come on, Velma. Say Jinkies.
Hey, Porsche.
He's not happy.
Yeah, quit. Like, quit your job. You're gonna get shot.
So instead of quitting, I'm now here.
He's like, check out this
This is
pool. I mean, like, why would I quit?
This is the exact opposite of what I told you to do.
ก็ตอนนั้นกูนึกถึงแต่มึง แต่กูไม่คิดมันจะหนักขนาดนี้ กูทำทุกอย่างเพื่อมึงนะเว้ยเช่
ทำทุกอย่างเหรอถ้าเฮียทำทุกอย่างเพื่อผมจริงๆอ่ะเฮียก็ต้องฟังที่ผมพูดดิเรามีกันอยู่แค่2 คนนะเว้ยถ้าเฮียเป็นอะไรไปแล้วผมจะอยู่กับใครอ่ะ
Exactly, Porsche. I promise you.
กูจะไม่เป็นอะไร
that you're gonna be okay because you're the main character. If you weren't, you would have gotten shot when you
เฮียแล้วผมจะไม่ให้
messed up
แล้วผม
Macau.
กูจะไม่ทิ้งมึงไปไหนอีก
Oh, sure, you believe him. All right, believe him. You're right here,
So
but
there
remember
has
when
been-
you got lost in the woods and almost died? Yeah. No, but this is
But-
the whole thing, right? Like Porsche's behavior in the first few episodes does not sit well with him saying, "Don't worry, I'm doing all I can to be here with you because I'm not going anywhere." And so, like, I just don't get why people don't get how frustrating that is when he's kind of like got this little brother, but he doesn't realize the way he behaved could have got him killed in normal circumstances. But because Kin loves him, he got saved, which is why good looking people can get away with more, which is so annoying. And he knows that. That's my frustrations. Anyways. My god, Vegas is just an overgrown teenager.
มองเฮียอะไร ทำไมมึงไม่แดก
Oh, that's a lovely meal.
กูไม่กิน อะไรนะ
Oh my god, Sonic, don't look. Oh, interesting. Okay, Pete. Okay.
Take the hedgehog with you.
Save the hedgehog.
Take the hedgehog as a hostage. Let me go where the hedgehog gets it.
คิดว่ามึงจะหนีรอดเหรอ
Yeah, true.
เก่งมากเลยนะ หัวหน้าบริการดตระกูลหลัก
Wait, is he the head of the main family's?
Such a contrast. Well, good thing about your partner being a bodyguard or trained hitman, you are always safe when they're around.
Kin is the softest person. Like, honestly, I don't know why people don't like Kin.
Maybe because he wants his father's approval. I'm just kidding.
I'm just trying to like think. I know this is like back to Vegas, and we're not there at the moment. But like the only other character that I can think of who's been in a similar situation is the Bolton kid from Game of Thrones. I can't remember his name, but like obviously he was a despicable character that had so many psychopathic tendencies, but still needed the approval of his dad. But then when he, spoiler alert, killed his dad, that's when he gained my respect, you know, from going from a teenager to a fully realized adult villain. So I'm just wondering if Vegas is going to have any sort of thing that would change my mind that he's not just a teenager.
อะไรคะหืม
Oh, yuck.
ฮะป้าเดิม
แซ่บเลยเนี่ยแต่งตัวเนี่ย
ยังไงฮะอะไรถ้ารักอะไรกันฮะคุณคินจะเอาลูกเจ๊เป็นท่าสเหรอฮะขอเจ๊หรือยังคนเขามีพ่อมีแม่นะอ๋อ
ผมขอประเคนหนึ่งจอกให้แม่ยายของผมหน่อยนะครับ
โอ้ย
So I think the brother of the minor family is going to kill Ken's dad. That's why I was like, oh, he's going to kill him. And then Vegas
I'm a cow, really?
kill the dad now because he's going to, either else he's going to come back and kill Ken's
Do
dad.
you think he's going to send Macau?
The major family and the minor family. I think the minor family is going to kill the guy, the head of the major family, because they're brothers. Only because they're brothers. And I think they're going to...
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant Macau was going to kill Korn. And I was like, what a twist. Macau? The actual twist of...
No!
Right.
No, his brother
Yeah,
is
right.
going to kill
Okay.
him.
What's his name?
I think his brother's going to kill him. I forget his name. But I think his brother is going to kill him. And then Vegas can kill his father.
I actually would be so gagged if Macau ended up being one of the most evilest characters. The high school little
Macau?
brother? The little brother, the high school brother.
Oh, him. Yeah, no. But he's not even around though. Like, but I mean, also Perf wasn't around, so.
I mean, I'm waiting for Korn to die, but Korn has had like no insight into his master plan. I want him to show strategic chops first.
Well, I mean, he has the signal of like having that chessboard there.
Yeah, I need him to do something besides adopts Porsche and then make his son, guide his son do things. What's that book? Oh my god, his dad. Childhood's End. The actual book he was reading. What does that signify? That he wants to grow up?
เมืองทองที่มึงดีลไว้ล้มไม่เป็นท่าแล้วมึงกับไอ้มาเก๊าอะไม่สมควรจะเกิดมาเป็น
Oh my god, don't bring Macau into this. He's barely an adult. He's still in high school. What has Macau done? Let him give a chance to prove himself. Macau could be more vicious than you know. Like, gosh.
He could be out there being like a rock star or whatever, a pop star. But no, what is he doing? Peeing in the koi pond. No, he didn't pee in the koi pond. He was just throwing rocks at the fish.
Okay, yeah, he's kind of boring, Macau.
So Papa hurt you, and then you come in and torture somebody more.
I know. I mean, like, I don't know if it's captivating, but I find it predictable. He's like, oh no, Pete might have actually starved to death. Look at this coat. It's amazing.
ครับพี่
ใช้คิน
It's like Sia's wig as a jacket.
มึงชอบดูซีรีส์ไหม
ก็ดูบ้างครับ
ถ้าเคยอ่ะ
Oh my god, not the porn!
เคยครับเคย
Okay, wait, it's not porn. Okay.
ถ้าอย่างนั้นน่ะ
He said two brothers? Two? Who's your other brother? I thought you only had one brother.
นะครับคือมีแค่พี่คินคนเดียวไม่ใช่เหรอ
Here we go, 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 here we go.
นี่
Oh, this is gonna be juicy. Juicy. He's gonna be like, here's Kim.
เองแหละ โตมาหล่อเหมือนกูเป๊ะ มึงก็บอกกูเชื่อกูแล้วจะเจริญจำไว้นะปอร์เช่
Kim, you will regret posing for that photo.
แล้วอีกคนคือ
ไอ้คิมน้องเล็กกูไง นี่กูนึกว่ามึงเคยเจอมาแล้วซะอีก ก็เห็นมันไปช่วยมึงที่โกดังด้วยนี่
ช่วยผมที่โกดังเหรอ
Uh-oh.
ช่างเหอะ ไอ้คิมอ่ะ
Oh my god, I hope this is Shay's villain origin story.
แล้วไอ้เนี่ยนะมันเป็นคนอารมณ์ติดๆเป็นสายติดอ่ะ แต่ถ้า
He's just...
So this is the thing. You can't cause me damage and then be the one to try and heal my wounds. You're the one who put the cuts there. Like, that's not really caring. If you caring would not be hurting me in the first place. I don't know.
I don't know either. We're acting as if Vegas doesn't know that causing someone pain is gonna hurt them, right? Like, Vegas fully knows the consequences of his actions. And now he's here being like, I feel guilty, or like, I feel now that I care about this boy that that I let my frustrations out, as if, I mean, like, I see it just because I think of him as a teenager now who doesn't really he isn't aware of his actions actually. So what I see is he's a mess. And like, I get that as an individual, if someone has hurt you, you don't have to be like, you don't actually care about me, but that's Pete's choice to make.
No, the only reason I say is because I've been in toxic relationships before, and where people have hurt you, and they have their own reasons and their own fucked up reasons, and they go try to kill you too. It's like, oh, I did something good. See, I care. I'm like, and it took me therapy and stuff like that to realize you causing the damage in the first place. But not only that, but on a consistent. Like, if you accidentally do it, people accidentally hear people. We can't be in a relationship with people unless we end up hurting people, and this is now on purpose. But when you consistently do it on a regular, and then you're consistently going to run for your, that's where it's problematic in and of itself. So that's the only reason I wanted to say that real quick. I'm just like, caring would never be like consistently hurting me on the basis. Like, this is not caring.
Yeah, I'm assuming maybe this is the first time where he's kind of awakened to how much he cares about Pete. If he makes amends, like completely somehow, and doesn't hurt him ever again, then I would be like, okay, we're on something here. But if he has a cycle of hurting Pete continuously after this, then I'd be like, oh, okay, that's not good.
It's not, oh, you're always hoping that they change, but it's not an overnight thing. It's not in any been a time where you stop getting purposely hurt. So no.
So if Vegas doesn't suddenly, if Vegas suddenly changes and never hurts Pete again, you're like, that's not realistic, or that's
it's this. Of course, it's not realistic. It's fiction, but this is not way that can.
I'm just trying to figure out like how this becomes romantic, what sort of like path they're gonna take there. But you're like, it's not.
But maybe it's a mafia BL.
I don't know. Like, I don't know either.
That's what people say. It's a mafia BL. It's dark.
แผลมันอักเสบอะมึงนี่แดกซะ ปล่อยกูตายเลยดิ
He wouldn't. Yeah, I get it. He wouldn't have any wounds
มึงคิดว่าเป็นยา
in the first place if he didn't hit him.
ตอนเด็กๆพ่อกูบังคับให้กูชกมวย วันไหนที่กูแพ้ เขาก็ลงหมายลงพ่อกูว่าเป็นนักมวยเก่า แต่ต่างกันแค่ว่า เขาไม่เคยชนะใคร แล้วก็เอาความเจ็บมาพาลงใส่ที่กู มึงหาว่าป้ากูห่วยเหรอ
True.
ก่อนไหมล่ะ แต่ที่เขาตีเพราะพวกเขานั่นแหละที่ห่วย
Oh, hey Kim, how you
ส
doing?
วัสดีครับพี่คิม น้องคนเล็กแห่งบ้านตระกูลหลัก
Okay.
โอ้โห
ชินกับบ้านใหม่อะพี่รู้มาตลอดเลยใช่ป่ะว่าผมเป็นน้องเฮียพอสอะ
โอ้โห
ใช่ พี่รู้พี่จะติวให้เราทำไม
พี่พูดแบบนี้ได้ไงอะ
Oh dear. Oh Porsche. Oh Porsche. Shay baby. Shay B.
ถ้าไม่เป็นไรเราขอตัวนะ
Oh Kim. I thought. Oh no. What? Ooh.
ผมถามจริงๆเหอะพี่เคยรักผมบ้างหรือเปล่า
Oh my god, Kim, you're just like your brother. So funny.
ขอโทษนะ
Oh, okay, that's okay. Okay. Kim, you're better than your brother. I mean, he's gonna turn around obviously in the end, but like, it's so funny how Kim's like internal struggle is gonna be the same as Kin's. Do they actually hire a real helicopter? Oh my god. It's a budget.
Awesome. Aww. So cute.
เจ็บ แต่ไม่รู้ทำไมอะวันนี้เจ็บน้อยกว่าที่ผ่านมา
But Pete, I thought you weren't eating. Oh, okay. He just wanted noodles.
Me too. Sometimes I just want noodles.
ใส่ยาพี่ลงไปวะ
Oh, he's still afraid of the poison. You know you can think in your head, Pete. It's all good. I thought he was just trying to starve himself to death. Oh, okay. I do like Pete's wisdom. Or like him just being aware of his life experiences and how they translate.
Oh yeah, no, I Pete as a
Character.
character,
Wow. Okay. Wow, they do it like that? This is like becoming somewhat of an educational experience for me.
They're a Mile High Club.
I could not do that in a helicopter. There's so much rocking about. I get nauseous just sitting, let alone bobbing or anything.
Once in a lifetime type thing.
Hey Kim. Alright, let's get down to the mystery. Inspector. Oh. He's like, didn't your dad tell you? Oh, they gave him a lobotomy. That's what they did.
He has Alzheimer's.
Oh, he has he did oh, they did that to her. It seems convenient that he's Alzheimer's. Too convenient for a mafia family.
Oh.
His daughter's poisoning her. Oh, okay. Or is it an act? It's an act.
Your father.
Oh yeah, Kim! Blackmail! Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Your father.
Ooh! Juicy!
I told you Korn was the one, they accidentally, or whatever, they killed Porsche's parents. And he feels guilty.
Well,
that's why he brought
somebody said it could be a certain other family member, not Korn.
Oh, you're looking at the
comments
board and stuff.
Well, no, somebody in our comments said that, and I was like, intriguing, imagine. Interesting. Okay, KinnPorsche episode 11. Where do you want to start? Let's just get the Porsche rejection out of the way, because I felt like that was cute, but I'm like, Kim's gonna turn around eventually, so like it's a temporary heartbreak. I think Kim had genuine feelings, but he knows better how to create distance than Kim does, so that's why I appreciate Kim more, because he knows when he needs to focus at the task at hand instead of getting distracted. If Korn was involved in Porsche's parents' death, that'd be interesting. But then, yeah, I don't know what effect that would have. But it'd be juicy gossip.
Well, this whole time, Korn has been saying, like, hey, you know what, Ken, you don't let your emotions fool you. Don't be ruled by your emotions. Don't be ruled by emotions. But you just brought in this bodyguard because you felt guilty about something.
I wonder if this is like an ultimate lesson. Like, or does Korn feel indebted to Porsche? She's like, oops, you know, we killed your parents. Hey, let us take care of you as a result. Or is it kind of like an ultimate hardening? He could predict that Kim would fall in love with Porsche, but Porsche would feel betrayed that they killed his parents, and then Porsche would leave them, and then Kim would be like, love sucks. I'm never falling in love again.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I don't know.
No.
I want to know what Korn's grand plan is. That's the most interesting bit so far. Getting to Vegas and Pete, I don't know how to dissect that. I mean, like I said, I was disappointed in Vegas's character development, him being just a teenager, essentially, Pete recognizing that it's a cycle of hurt and abuse, and then him being the sweet little angel, that he doesn't seem to take it super personally. The thing with some writing, you don't know if these situations could ever translate into real life. If someone who has been abused previously could ever forgive or let it go or be like Pete, in which he would eventually fall in love with his abuser. So it being turned into fiction is kind of like, should we not even like try and romanticize the situation because it's dangerous to? Because eventually they're going to a place where it's like, Vegas is this broken boy, Pete is this angel who sees him for that, and then even though he's done him so much damage, like torture him, he is still there for Vegas. And I don't know how to feel about this story, because I don't know if Pete's feelings are realistic or if Vegas should be forgivable, and if the story does choose to forgive him, is that dangerous a message?
It's a dangerous message because, and especially when you get fed time and time again that, okay, love is work, okay, forgive and forget, all right, you got to work through this, you have to be understanding of the other person, all this other kind of stuff. And then you also at a point start questioning yourself. What did I do wrong? Did I make it work? Or, all of that kind of is dangerous messages. And yes, it can get into a bad part where you're like, well, you know what? I'll fix them. I'll be the one to fix them. I can do that. I can be there. I'm saying these words, we have a shared past and history. We always get the societal things like, oh, we should stay. And it's never been like, leave. Like, leave. That's one of the things that we don't get in society about just leave. And it's just that harder. Pete having feelings and relating to his abuser, yes, that's real. Like, all that's real. Like, is it a thing that happens? Yes. I just question about romanticizing this. And I know in the comments there'll probably be someone, well, in the book it's worse, and I'm like, so? I mean, I prefer when these things are shown and a person gets away from it instead of staying in it, and the other person is not just like, okay, I fix you. That other person actually goes to therapy. They actually work on something. They're actually doing something with that, and not just depending on their partner to fix them or to take the brunt of that. Because Vegas is dealing with trauma, deep-rooted trauma, and Pete can't fix them. When all is said and done, eventually, like, they'll be cutesy and stuff like that and have BL relationship and whatever, which is fine. It's just this aspect, and I'm not here for it. I'm just not here for this aspect. And I know people are going to be like, oh, you hate this series and it's just trash and stuff like that. I'm like, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this right here. This is in and of itself problematic. These stories that always happen in romance novels about how, and people start to think that being in a toxic relationship is love, and toxicity comes with love. And so, yeah. No.
Yeah, I definitely can understand the point of view that Pete being the one to understand and to save Vegas through love is ultimate romance, and there's something romantic about the twisted dynamic where he is there to be there for someone who is traumatized, but that is the conditioned way of thinking about this situation. And so trying to unpack and unlearn that fantasy, if it's a myth, if love doesn't really change someone, but us believing it will is an illusion, should be something that we explore, because I do have naive beliefs that, love does save people, or love will change people, or, make you better. And stuff like that. And I don't know where to draw the line on that. What I do find interesting is that Vegas has tortured, killed multiple people in his life. Why is Pete the one to change him from his learned behavior? And people are gonna go, oh, it's because they love each other. But it's just like, is that realistic? Like, A, do people change that easily because of love? And then B, well, just F my previous victims, like they weren't good enough. Like, what does that say? Like, I feel like it's annoying to say this person, Pete, was special and deserves to live out of all the previous victims because Vegas felt something for him. It doesn't make me sympathize with Vegas that much because Vegas let all the other people die. It doesn't make him a better person. It doesn't make him... I think if we go into this understanding that Vegas is very hard to redeem, then that's okay. But the story is trying to be very sympathetic to Vegas. On the other hand, I do understand the argument that when a child is like sort of brainwashed by their parent, they are less culpable for their actions, and it's kind of more on the adult. So I'm not sure where to draw the line there in terms of how much responsibility to put on Vegas. It's a bit complex for me.
I would say, you know, up to like about 18 or even 21 some places. If you're fucked up, it's your parents' fault. But then after you become emancipated, if you stay fucked up, then, you know, you're choosing to do that. And I know sometimes you can't really blame people because you're an adult and stuff like that. And you have to seek the help. And I know it's not as simple as like, okay, I choose not to be fucked up, but you have to eventually do the work, and you have to get sick and tired of being sick and tired of feeling the way and who you are and stuff like that. So there is like, at what point do you stop blaming your parents? You can't be like 50 and still blaming your parents. Like, we do have to stop blaming our parents, you know. Vegas getting a redemption arc and stuff like that. Of course, I know he's going to get a redemption arc because he's in one of the couples. I guess that extra element allows the writers to bring Pete in. Because if he didn't have those extra dimensions, what could he latch on to?
That's true. It is for Pete.
And I said that Pete was like, oh, Pete probably like masochist or a little not there. Even with the added dimension of his story and stuff like that, Pete is still an extremely likable character for me.
Yeah, I think really, I guess it's one of those situations where it's up for the audience to interpret whether or not how culpable Vegas is in terms of his actions. And I think for Pete's character perspective, he understands that this is a broken boy who is doing everything to appease his father, in a similar vein to how Kinn is under the thumb of his dad. And then in terms of the audience, for us, I guess we all have to make a decision on, do we find Vegas culpable or forgivable? But ultimately, in conclusion, we shouldn't be necessarily sending the message out there that love will save broken people.
Do you know how many times, oh, I can fix him. Oh, I'm gonna love you back to life. Or I'm gonna, no. Actually, if Pete was my friend, I would be like, Liam, girl, you deserve better.
That's true. Yeah.
I would recommend that Pete get out there. I would recommend that.
Well, Pete can't get out of there because he's tied up in all that stuff. So.
Yeah, I think Vegas should get therapy, and because he has some deep. I also think that Pete should get some therapy too, because he still got some stuff from there. I think everybody should. That's enough for DC's therapy hour.
I feel like we got no consolation for Big or for Perth. The bodyguards were just back to being chipmunks or whatever they're doing. They're just kind of like, hey, we all love Porsche and we're rooting for him.
They had the same amount of screen time that they had in the last two episodes before they were dead. So
we don't get to find out Perth's motivations or anything. We're just kind of moving on, unfortunately. I'm impressed that Porsche was
Hasn't
able
fucked
to...
them.
What?
Hasn't fucked something up.
No, he was able to do the deed in the helicopter without getting nauseous and without gagging. So, like, good on him. Like, he's got a very strong stomach. It's
His
just
stomach.
It's just precarious. Very strong throat? I don't know. He's got a goat throat. Is that what the kids are saying? And the hedgehog, I'm glad it's thriving, alive, not being put to any use, and it's just a pet. So...
All of a sudden the hedgehog is gone.
No.
Pete's smiling.
No.
Alright.
Okay, alright, like, that's it for us from Femmes React. I do love Kim's coldness, though. I love how he's just kind of like, bye. Got a mystery to solve.
I want more Tankun. Like, because even though he was introduced as a wild and crazy and all this other kind of stuff, and they had to pass it on to Ken, Tankun has been the only person making the most sense. Maybe because he's not in the relationship or whatever. Also, York. I like York.
There's actually no reason why Tankun can't lead the mafia and still be as extravagant and out of the box as he is. That's true. I mean, he does want to kill people a lot, but that's the mafia. So,
like, if you're a mafia and you don't kill any people, are you even the mafia?
Thank you everyone for watching this reaction from us for KinnPorsche episode 11. Let us know your thoughts about what we discussed, and support this channel by liking this video and think about subscribing to us. Follow us on the Twitter, where DC will chat to you very freely. And yeah, we'll see you for our next episode. So goodbye, have fun.
See you later.